It's the Cable
Oh, I came back to a fucking banger. Very hard to pass Force of Will in this format. Should we try Nadu? Let's try Nadu. Excuse me. Really unsure if Gaia's Cradle is playable or not. It seems rough. I think there's a reason that one doesn't see much play in actual Vintage. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. Whenever it deals combat to play, may remove 2 oil counters and copy some spells. Oh yeah, I think Chris really likes this card for some reason. Let's grab this Flusterstorm and the Lava Spur Boots. Ooh, what's up, Time Walk? Time Walk Tameo? That's pretty good. We are missing out on some nice fixing. And there's Tropical Island. Think about Hull Breacher. Think about Mana Crypt. Cradle's good at Nadu. Think about Vintage Nadu, not like typical Cube Nadu. We're gonna have a lot of spells in here. Like, would you put Gaia's Cradle into... Remember when Nadu was like legal in Legacy and Cephalid Breakfast was around? Like, they didn't play Gaia's Cradle, right? That's kind of what we're looking to do here. So Karn is one-sided. I was leaning Oko, but maybe I want to go like Karn One Ring here. Crocus is interesting. You said you like Thassa's Oracle and Nadu. I feel like it's win more most of the time. Like, if you draw your deck, you're going to have a bunch of, like, Force Wills and stuff. Should just be fine. I'm probably taking Hull Breacher, but not to pair with Wheels, just to hinder the opponent. I think I'm going to go Hull Breacher and Brainstorm. Brainstorm pairing well with Tameo. Thinking about Snapcaster. Maybe even Grim Monolith. Yeah, let's grab Mental Misstep Snapcaster. Lavinia's really good if we wanted to consider a white splash. Could just take Tarmogoyf. I guess I'll take a White Plume. Tundra's looking fucking sick. Not an Academy deck. So I'm gonna grab Voice of Victory. No, it just loots Emily. Draw spells just loot or rummage if there's a chains in play. Yeah, Spirit is each player, which is a little awkward with my One Ring. I feel like I haven't seen Force of Negation much. Hey, there's the Black Lotus. And then I'm thinking about MacD. I'm thinking about Rest in Peace for the sideboard. Second Flusterstorm. Second White Plume. I kind of like that portable hole. The fetch does get all my colors. There's Nomads for Nadu. I was kind of excited about Soul Ring plus Strip Mine. Maybe I'll Soul Ring plus Nomads. Hey, second Force of Will. Second Nadu. Yeah, we're passing up Breeding Pool, but maybe that's okay. If we wanted to grab the Time Vault, we do have these One Rings, so like future keys actually play pretty well there. I think I dig that. I don't really love just having a ton of off-color Moxen. think I like Lorien Revealed. It's like a land that also pitches to Force of Will, and we have a couple forces here. The Metamorph plays really well with the One Rings, and then there's also Collector Oath. We've got a lot of artifacts, but like we could face somebody who cares about artifacts more, and then Oath's a great sideboard card then. There's also a Verdant Catacombs here, but I think I like the Revealed better for that. Let's grab the Revealed, and I think I'd dig Metamorph. Well, yeah, we already have plenty of playables. I'm going to take the sideboard card. I'm digging another Tropical Island, I think. The Arid Mesa is also a good fetch, because we have Tundra and Savannah. What is Drannith Magistrate hating? Breach and Citadel and stuff. Wow, hell of a watch streak there, Ender. Hey, there's Shuko. Could grab Dismember and just have a random removal spell here. I think I like Shuko and maybe Wasteland, huh? Manglehorn could also be a sideboard card. I like Mystical Dispute. If I am just grabbing sideboard cards, and I think Mystical Dispute, Manglehorn, Wasteland, Dismember all make sense. Second Tamiyo. Misty Rainforest. Tundra. Consigned Memory. Soul Guide Lantern. Never found the Recall. Unlucky. I almost just want to grab the Misty and the Tundra. Yeah, I wonder if the Tamiyo would even make the cut. I think Magistrate might be a sideboard card. Potentially Flusterstorm, too. Hullbreacher could be a sideboard card. Oh my god. It truly is the most obnoxious playlist. This is not blue cards. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Technically. If we're drawing with One Ring, it's going to feel like plenty of cards. Possible like the Archon's supposed to be a Hullbreacher or Brazen Borrower just for that reason, though. Just up the blue count slightly. They never intentionally changed it to unique cards, Mr. Salmonella. Originally, when Supreme Cube was around, it just like naturally had duplicates because it wasn't the Magic Online didn't track the packs that you had opened. This time they manually added duplicates to try and give you a similar feel. But they didn't change anything back. This is different than any other time they've had it. Cut a Nadu, give the opponent a chance. I like your style, Eric. There's a style to you. You still can't have 4 Lotus, correct? You can only have one of each power here. I wonder if this is too many mana sources. Well, I certainly like having one of each basic. Oops. So our main deck is a little bit focused towards beating counters, which could backfire. We'll see. Opponent's like, I have responses. Yeah, I wonder if I was supposed to bait with Oko. Still gets drained, but then the 1 rank can come down and draw you out of your nonsense. I was hoping to just be able to Oko the Worm Coil, but the Mystic Forge might be scarier. I guess we try to buy a turn here. Just hoping it's not too brutal. And then I'll go the Mystic Forge next turn. Yeah. Kind of surprised they weren't like cracking fetches and stuff in the middle there. All right, I forgot we had this on top. Yeah, I think if I baited with the Yoko, well, I don't know. They'd still have the Mystic Forge going. We'd have 1 ring versus Mystic Forge. Are we going to, in fact, need a credit card? No! You do not need a credit card to ride this train. Oh, that's why they didn't fetch. They wanted to draw the Tez. Huh. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Polish Sniper, thanks for the sub. The 98 months of Submarinos. I'll cheers to that. Are there any sweepers in this cube besides balance? Ooh, Golo's Tutoring Up Saga. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I do think they care about artifacts more than me, but I don't know if it's worth running Collector 04. I want to cut the forest for another plains. There's a shitload of green mana in the mana base. Looking it over here. We have a Mox Emerald and a Mox Sapphire. We don't have a Mox Pearl. Try that. Why am I not holding up Flusterstorm here? That's a good question for myself. Watch him recall and I force pitch here. You could Flusterstorm there. I kind of like the idea of pitching the Flusterstorm to the Force of Will. We'll see. I'm not worried about Golos activations. I don't know if that's a good force or not. That Archon might be a disaster. Like, now I can't brainstorm into a combo piece and then play the combo piece. I think I was supposed to brainstorm for the turn. If I find a land, I can still play the Archon anyway. I think the Portable Hole wants to hit that key. Key could be repping Time Vault combo. Yeah, you just keep the counter because you're just gonna fucking kill them next turn. Where does the use of the word pitch to describe force of will coming from? I mean, you're pitching the card, right? It's a... Like, the term pitch refers to throwing something, hucking it. So someone could have called it, like, chuck casting or throw casting or something, but pitch casting's pretty good. Well, that game sucked. Just... Here's my thing. There's 2 flyers. Do I win with my 2 flyers? Well, let's play this one. Y'all ever been out for a rip? Oh, hell yeah, bud. The most Canadian song ever made. Not playing the Tameo turn 1, because now the Tameo can pitch to the Nadu. And the white bloom can fix for green here. Wait, no. I cut my forest. Damn it. Fucking right. I was planning on White Plume adventuring this turn, but this seems pretty good against them. We have a Time Vault we can get with Karn. If we get Nadu down, the Karn can turn our Soul Ring into a critter. We can draw more cards. We're stifling, sure. The game has ended. Yeah, so we're just drawing 4 cards here. And then if we get to play another creature, we get to play another creature. But then on the opponent's turn, we get to draw another 4 cards. And they still got the Karn to deal with. On the play here. Yeah, I believe the buy-in is the same as regular Vintage Cube. You were my last opponent. That Karn is pretty good. Karn is pretty good, yeah. You're not wrong. Very hard to pass up on that Force Will, but I'm going to. The Portable Hole hits the Gleemox, and then the Saga's not activating on 2. And we can run them to Nadu and have a Nadu. That's nice, too. Yeah, we have an awkward number of artifacts for those collector oafs in the sideboard. Supreme Cube, you got it. Lotus Petal into white mana. And a Mana Vault. And a Soul Ring. And an Academy. And a Tezzeret, sure. Mystic Forge, eh? That Tez is going to ult very soon, if not this turn. Memory Jar got exiled, interesting. I think I have to play the Karn. The line was to Nadu and put a boots on it and deal 4 damage to the Tez. Yeah, we could have forced that, but then we're just like both chilling here at no cards, but they have a Mystic Forge and a Tez. Didn't seem great for me. Not serving, huh? Hey, JRC, thanks for the sob 89 months there. You spent 3 hours troubleshooting a 3D printer today and it's still broken, so you're very grumpy. That sounds like a valid reason to be grumpy. That sounds frustrating as shit. I think I'm gonna scry. Or is it Saga, huh? 8 mana. Well, that's bad for me. The old Flesh Raker, Mystic Forge, double Flesh Raker. We can scoop to that, I think. Alright. The oafs are coming in. And Archon. I'm going to cut Lava Spur Boots. Maybe my One Rings. Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good. Could I have Time Vaulted? Time Vault needs something to combo with it. It needs a way to untap it. We don't have any of that in here. White Plume untaps creatures. So what are you suggesting? I can't pop the deck up. You like Karn, turn the Time Vault into a creature, and then use White Plume to untap it on the opponent's turn. Take 2 turns, they take 1 turn. I think you still lose that game. Yeah, you could have turned 1 Collector Oath on the play, which is maybe correct, but I think you run the risk, huh? Run the risk of the turn 2 Karn on the draw being good enough. Awesome. This looks like a mulligan to me. Is this cube? This is Supreme Cube, yeah. You look at, I think it's 23 packs, and you get first and second picks each time. So your deck ends up very broken. And this cube was specifically designed for that style of drafting. So there's actually like some vintage archetypes represented, which is pretty rare. How many pictures of my ass are on the internet? I think just the one. Yeah, the plan here is to attack, and then you get 2 more Voice of Victory tokens, and then you get to draw 4 more cards with the Nomads. And if that's a white source, then you play the White Plume or the Lavinia, probably. But it looked very blue, didn't they? Gonna keep the Voice of Victory in. Bring in Mystical Dispute. Maybe cut Lavinian, I don't know. Dang Jones. Sometimes the right things go viral. This track's got 6.5 million views. Sure. The game's end so fast. Yeah, my longest game went to like turn 8 or 9 or something like that. Childish Gambino. Extra child. I always enjoy this version of Black Betty. Feels like I might need a little something to not die to this time vault. Kind of how it feels to me. I didn't draw anything though. Opponent does have Mana Crypt, so infinite turns doesn't necessarily win. Alright, go nuts, opponent. Is there like an F8 until my next turn? Is it literally F8? Oh, they Chain of Vapored the... Okay. They use Chain of Vapor to answer their Mana Crypt, so then they showed me they're not going to lose to that. That was cool of them. Alright, once again, I'm going to bring in the oafs. Sure. Thought about playing the Mystical to just counter the Lotus. Been a while since you heard this song. This is a remix, of course. This is a remix. Why not? Why? Why not? I had a Uber driver from Ghana the other day, and I asked him if he had heard of Sister Deborah, and he was like, "That doesn't even sound like the name of someone from Ghana." I was like, "Okay, that's fine." Nice guy though. Am I getting fucked? Is that a hardcast Force of Will? Blah. Hmm. I think Sapphire might help me hold up this Mystical, of course. Hell yeah, Ninja Jeff. We're going to be trying to misstep that key when they replay it. I gotta say, that was a pretty disappointing stock up. Hey, Charlie to Strike, thanks to the sub, thanks to 89 months. Yeah, obviously you could misstep this Mystical Tutor, but they've already played Recall, and last time they tutored for Recall. Spell Pierce, sure. Fair enough. I'm getting really punished for casting that stock up, I think they just got me. Because they get Time Vault here. Oh, but they sacked the Mana Crypt. Got Grim Monolith. We know they have a Spell Pierce for this misstep, but I'm going to make them use it. If they have Time Vault in hand, they'll be a mana short, maybe. Now that that door has been opened, it's the worst feeling. Oh no. Yeah. Do I like that or Mexican Coke better? If you Flusterstorm there, they can use Voltaic Key on Monolith to pay and kind of just throw away with your Flusterstorm. Got me. Often Voltaic Key can give artifact creatures a sort of vigilance. This is a germ though. I can't untap that one. So we can serve back in at him. We're going to save this fetch in case we find Brainstorm. We do have a Brainstorm in here somewhere. So they can untap the Grim Monolith with Voltaic Key to pay here. Oh, they didn't. Interesting. I would have done that, and then sack the Grim Monolith, go get Time Vault, be set up for the next turn. Oh, hell yeah. You watched the new Del Toro Frankenstein today? I enjoyed it. Damn. Low enough that we have to chump here. Snapcaster Mage is exiled. Oh, shit. This little metal cyst just, wrecking me, huh? Supreme Draft is all the pick ones, yeah. Oh, they had a second paradoxical outcome? Jesus. We can scoop here. Well, 2 2-1s and a trophy. So far, the mono brown deck was the best deck we had.